What's up, YouTube? My name is Dan, and this is Daft Previews. And today, I'm going to share with you another 3 NBA player picks for these upcoming games. The very first one that I like, it is Dame Lillard over 26.5 points. Now, Dame has cashed this line in 14 of 26 games so far this year, on his way to averaging 26.2 points per game. His recent form is great. He's covered in 3 of his last 5 games. He's averaging 31.5 points in that span. Comparing his last 5 game sample to the rest of the season, what we see is that his minutes are still the same. He's just attempting more 3-pointers, which is 10 per game, but he's shooting them at a 10% higher clip. He's up against the New York Knicks today. He's had a lot of success against them in the past. He's covered this line against New York in 6 consecutive games, including the 2 games that he's played against them this year, where he scored 28 and 30 points. Now, the Bucks, they play at the 3rd highest pace in the league this year. And although the Knicks do play at the 4th slowest pace, we've seen since Mitchell Robinson's been out injured, they've actually started to ramp it up, and they're playing at the 7th fastest pace in the league at the moment over the last 3 games. We should see a few good performances in this game, given that it's going to be a lot faster than the sportsbooks originally predicted. But my favorite out of amongst a lot of them is Dame Lillard. Another lean that I was close to paying was Giannis over 5.5 assists, but the odds aren't particularly great for that. I think we'll see the line for that move to 6.5, but could be something for you same gamers out there. Our very next pick, we're heading over to the Denver game, and I like Aaron Gordon against the Charlotte Hornets. So I've got him over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, Aaron Gordon's covered this PRA in 17 of 26 games this year, on his way to averaging 23.9 points, rebounds, and assists on the season. This should be one of those no-sweat bets, as he's either going to crush it, and you can see it in the graph here. He's going to absolutely annihilate this line, or he's going to not even get close to it. So you'll probably know after the first quarter whether this bet's still going to be alive or not, but no sweat, you can guarantee that. So he's facing the Charlotte Hornets today. This will be his easiest matchup of the season by far, as the Hornets allow the 2nd most points, they allow the most rebounds, and the most assists to power forwards across the league this season. Aaron Gordon hasn't played the Charlotte Hornets since December 2022, but you can see in this table here that Gordon, he's covered this line against the Hornets in 5 consecutive games. Whether he's been in a Magic or a Nuggets uniform, the man's been eating against the Hornets, and I'm on him to eat again today. Nom, 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 nom. And my last pick for you, we're looking at Tyrese Haliburton from the Indiana Pacers. I'm actually fading Tyrese today. I like his under 24.5 points. Now, is the hype gone on Tyrese? Probably not, but he's not performing as well as he once was. So ever since that loss in the in-season tournament final against the LA Lakers, we've seen this guy's scoring numbers fall off an absolute cliff. He's failed to cover this line in 6 straight games since that loss to the Lakers, and he's only averaging 16 points per game in that span. He's still playing the same amount of minutes. He's still taking the same number of shots that he has all year. Where we have seen regression in this span is in his field goal percentage. He's down to 47% from the field and 35% from deep, which, it's not bad for a starting point guard in the NBA, but it's nothing close to what he was getting in November, and it's actually slightly under his career averages. So in November, Hallie averaged 28 points. He was shooting 53% from the field and 46% from downtown, which was going to be impossible for him to maintain. He's up against the Orlando Magic today, who are one of the better defensive teams in the league, and they only allow 110 points per game on the season. Hallie has also had an absolutely wretched time playing against them. Check this stat out. In 9 career games against the Orlando Magic, Tyrese Haliburton has failed to cover this line in every single game. He hasn't scored 25 points or more against Orlando, and I'm backing him not to do it again. His line set at 24.5. That is just too high, in my opinion. I think we're still seeing people, sportsbooks probably base that off his form in November, or even looking at his averages on the season. Regardless, I think it's still way too high. I think there should be around 22.5 points. I'm actually going to get risky with it tomorrow when the alt lines come. I might even take him under 19.5 points if I can get that between $3 and $4. But yeah, really fading Tyrese Haliburton today. I was very close to putting a value play out on Tyrese Haliburton. I was thinking under in points, under in rebounds, and over in assists. Where I got a little bit hesitant is that the Orlando Magic actually allow the least assists in the league to point guards. So that scared me a little bit. And looking back on his last game against Orlando, I think he only had 3 or 4 assists as well. And that was this year. So I was close. Almost bit the bullet. Didn't happen. I do have some other leans as well. It is early once again, so not all the markets are available. Had a lean on LeBron. Whenever he's playing, it's usually easy to predict his. But, I do like his rebounds today. His line set at 8.5. OKC, not the best rebounding team in the league. And I think LeBron's going to have a big game rebounding-wise. I was going to take his under in points. His assist line, that's pretty high at the moment. I think that's pretty sharp. I think it's like 8.5 assists as well. So for this guy to be 38 years old with a line of 25.5, 8.5, and 8.5 is pretty crazy. So it was difficult to find the right odds for LeBron. So not touching him. There was a few others I was looking at, but I did my research. I was like, yeah, this is the play. And then I haven't seen the lines aren't out yet. So if you do want to see what I end up getting on, you can jump into the Discord, completely free. And every bet that I place is in there. So link is in the description box if you're interested. Let's do a quick recap on the day that was. I only shared 3 picks, but let's go through them nice and quick. First one was Joel Embiid over 5.5 assists. I said the Raptors would devise a plan to slow this man down on both points and rebounds. But I thought all the double teams that they were going to do were going to cause some assists. And they came pretty easy. This cashed in very early in the game. I finished on 8 assists as well. So Joel Embiid cashed it in for us, homie. The other 2 players not so good. Scotty Barnes, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. The same game curse. If I play the same game, it doesn't seem to be coming off. So finished with 8 assists and 7 rebounds or something like that. But yeah, that was a pretty painful beat. And the other one was Nikola Jokic. We had Nikola Jokic for a triple-double. Points, rebounds came. I said assists would be the biggest sweat for us. Didn't get close to it. I found, even though he was tracking quite well, Jamal Murray was playing very well. So Jamal Murray did all the playmaking today. He ran every single pick and roll. It barely went into Jokic's hand. They started all their sets with Murray today. I was close to actually running a value play on Jokic tomorrow. I do like his under in assists tomorrow, but then I found some data which scared me off it. So I'll sleep on it. When I wake up in the morning, I'll make a final decision on that one. But hey, look, that's a wrap on today's video. I know it's a quick one. Only 3 picks for you, but getting in nice and early because a lot of people seem to miss the video. So getting it in, and then I'm about to get out. So also tomorrow, I probably won't have a video up. All this Christmas stuff is happening, so I have a few parties to attend. I will have a video out, though, more of an educational video. So I'll schedule that to come out tomorrow. But I'll see you guys once all these Christmas shenanigans are done. And then I'll be back doing this on the daily. So if you don't see me before Christmas, I wish you all a wonderful Christmas. Happy holidays. I'll catch you in the next one. Yeah, boy.
Sub to the channel cause your boy's getting busy. Coming to your line from the west side of Sydney. We've got the free picks and the juice on the daily. It's all free, you don't even have to pay me.